Okay, welcome back, folks. It took me this long just to dress up again. I thought it was worth letting you know that I'm also wearing different pants this time, and actually more comfortable as well. But you're not going to see that most of the time. But I can tell you, I do have new pants with the same color as the suit. Anyway, for the first time in who knows how long, I've finally dressed up again. And for those of you that don't know, I stopped playing APB for good this time, yesterday. I did uninstall it before because I couldn't run the game, but after launching the game and playing it for myself after a long time, it has run its course, unfortunately. I've yet to see a Cost Robbers game that's actually decent. So, who knows when that's gonna happen. But anyway, we're gonna finally do the normal raids in Final Fantasy 14 that I've been waiting for so long. So here we go, let's do this. So I already got the game up and running in the background, but I'm going to quickly I am going to quickly move the logos to the left because I'm gonna cover the chat from the right side. Sorry, the left side. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn on the camera, and that's it. That's it. Just a very simple change, except it's reverse. That's it. Nothing spectacular, but here we go. And I'm gonna quickly make sure that this thing is going. Good, it's going. I have to double check that the sources are running. Okay. So, for the first time ever, besides the MSQ, I'm finally gonna do the normal raids. There's no Alliance raid yet, but the normal raids have been released. The last batch, and I'm doing this with everybody now. So anyway, so let's do this. Feral fandom. Yeah, I should have no problem queuing for this one, I hope. Anyway. I was hoping you'd drop by. There's something I wanted to share with you before heavyweight matches begin. Come on in. The final storyline for this. Let's see what kind of battles we're gonna get. The kids have taken to the new home, in case you're wondering. Still, I can tell they miss Hector. The poor things. I've asked Honey and others to do come as well. Before they arrive, let's have a quick refresher of the situation. Yes. During your Cruiserweight campaign, we managed to convince several fighters to retire from the ring. Not least of all Ritsara, who was already afflicted with cyanosis. There was one who couldn't be persuaded, though. The Brute Bomber. I myself developed symptoms of cyanosis after Eutrope ambushed us. Got a little carried away, using our feral suit to stop her. There was a glimmer of hope when Uni discovered the existence of a cure, but it was dashed when the president took her and Eutrope hostage. It wouldn't allow us to deviate from his script. But, in an unexpected turn, the president himself was aware of the cure, the Drop of Life, and he said he'd divulge his location if you could become Grand Champion. Oh, I wonder where the twist is going to be for this one. How did he learn all of this? Where does he get his information? I've never met the man, so he's a complete mystery to me. That's why I wanted to gather everyone, in order to form a better picture of who we're dealing with. Oh. Hello, my dears. We let ourselves in through the back. You never know who's watching after all. Hey, what's the occasion? Having a retirement party or something? No. Sorry, Han, but I haven't met the president in the flesh either. He'll call me a few times to give instructions, and it wasn't him, but a team who came to recruit me at one of my performances. Well, he recruited me and Hector in person. All contact afterwards was via communicator. He speaks solely about business, and never private matters. Same with me, I'm afraid. Dancing Green, on the other hand, is well acquainted with the man. After a fashion, the geezer has a love for the theatrical. As a performer myself, we quickly hit it off, and often had debates about the best way to engage the audience. While I believe the key is making folks feel good, he insists that they need to feel a measure of discomfort, and that's the job of a heel. It's when a loadsome are laid low that the audience knows the highest high, and the fighters burn brightest, he'd always say. Sort of poetic justice as appeal, I admit. For proof, you need to look no further than the frenetic crowds at the Brute Bombers matches. Whatever else the president may be, he's a damn good showman. Right. The president's personal life. All I know is he traces his ancestry to Lindblom. Lindblom? That's where the stimulant for the regeneration factor was apparently researched. Well, what do you know? Fortunately, I never got the opportunity to hear more about his past. The last time I saw the old man was 3 years ago. Is he dead? Or in the afterlife? Yeah, these cutscenes are very stiff because you can tell there's no motion capture. 3 years ago. That would be around when my team approached Honey. I wonder if something happened to the president that's kept him from appearing in public. Now, with limited knowledge we have, we can only speculate. So, even between all of us, we hardly know anything about the president. Player remains becoming Grand Champion. Only then will the president share the cure's whereabouts. And if he goes back on his word, we can threaten to reveal the truth about the immortalized to the public. If all else fails, then we do have that hand. But if you're to use it, we must first rescue Itrop and Uni. So as to not endanger them, the plan will need to be discreet and foolproof. And I could use everyone's help. Can I count on you all? I'm offended you thought he had to ask. Of course you can count on us. We'll save Yana's sisters and give the run president a piece of our minds. I got along with the old man well enough, but I had no idea about his shenanigans. Art entertainment shouldn't come at a cost, so let's make it in the right, sugar. Okay. Thank you all so much. With everyone's cooperation, we'll work to free my sisters while Lena continues his campaign to become Grand Champion. It goes without saying, but I'll continue supporting you as your second. Together, we'll cover path through the heavyweight division. It seems we have all our tasks. The rest of us will begin exploring ways to rescue the girls at once. So... there's about to be an Arcadian broadcast. It's a regular program intended for fans, so it might not help much with your preparation, but it couldn't hurt to give it a watch. Fans of the fight and connoisseurs of combat, would you welcome to another edition of the Arcadian Hour. For today's special guest, we have the heavyweight fighter who shall soon face the enhanced upstart in the ring. Is that who it is? Have you seen that before? The devilishly mind dominatrix, Vamp Fatale. Oh. You know, for a second it does. That would look like Emma Frost. As indicated by his appellation, has climbed his way up the ranks without the use of a feral soul. Should this upstart rise to become Grand Champion, they would be able to do as they please with the Arcadian Soul Repository. It seems they intend to release all the souls. This will fundamentally alter the Arcadion, leaving it a championship of enhanced fighters. What are your thoughts on this? Ah, yes. This is basically this game's version of Emma Frost. Or something similar. Don't make me laugh. The upstart will only bore us to death. Our fans crave spectacular battles that will blow them away. And you simply can't get that much without Feral Souls. Oh boy. I love it when, games do this. So said the lady. But what do you, the people, actually think? Wait the streets to find out. Fight without Feral Souls won't even be the point. This is the Arcadian we're talking about. If you can't watch a muscular woman being imbued with a beast soul squeeze, live life of their enemies, so we can choose, I'm not interested. I don't think these people have ever seen the Edge of Existence, have they? The Enhanced Warrior? Just a novelty, I reckon. They're to drum up excitement for the championship. It was interesting at first, I'll admit. The fact that it's getting old, and everyone's had enough of it. I know I have. Frankly, I despise the upstart. Forced the Howling Blade to retire with that outrageous wager, for one thing. We don't need some outsider barging in and running the roughshod or traditions. Leave the Arcadian alone, you may leave the Arcadian alone. Oh, I gotta love ignorance. Adapt or die. That's the obvious response here. Adapt or die. See, no one wants his pathetic excuse for entertainment. Yeah, this lady's basically Emma Frost. She's Emma Frost. Huh? That's odd. There should be some interviews supporting you as well. Or perhaps not. Your next darling will be the naughty, naughty boy. Isn't that an obvious Emma Frost nab? Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to give you the punishment you deserve. Or Rogue. Or is it Rogue? Or is it Rogue? I can't tell. It's either Rogue or Emma Frost. Can't tell. Clearly, they only show the interviews that serve the president's agenda. I'm sorry I had to see that. It could be worse. It could be worse. But you have plenty of supporters out there, and that's the honest truth. We've had plenty of supports. Oh. Oh, okay. Forgive our sudden intrusion, but after the broadcast just now, we simply couldn't sit still. You're my hero, mister. Keep cheering on, so please don't give up. Well, that was kind of expected. That was expected. There are many of us who feel the same. We believe in you. I want you to know that. I get nervous whenever I watch you fight, but at the same time, I'm inspired. Given courage, I don't get that for fighters who use feral souls. That's right. And don't forget, souls were even used in Arcadian in the beginning. Oh, so something changed. I bet the other fighters could also put on a thrilling show without enhancing themselves. Yes. Just like everything else before this expansion. Battles with feral souls are a spectacle, there's no denying that. But by the same token, it feels artificial. Your fighters on the other hand are as real as it gets. Fighters be like nothing else. So keep your health high. Keep fighting the food fight in the heavyweight division. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of expected. That was kind of expected. It kind of becomes a little predictable, but yeah. I wish there was voiceovers in the normal raids, but I don't think that's ever going to change. Damn, when did we become a fighter just like him? Well, now. Be glad to have such an enthusiastic trainee. I must warn you, though, that the training isn't easy. Why don't you come back with your parents for a tour first? See? Quite the following. Yes, we do. Even if there are any more fur souls, doesn't spell the end of the Arcadion. Many people admire and support you. It's for them as well that you fight. Once I'm cured, I'd love to come out of retirement and fight unenhanced myself. And I believe the others feel the same. Yeah, whenever this game uses motion capture with the movements, it's good. Is that so? Alright, we'll be there. This is it. The matches are beginning. Dim's asked us to beat him to the green room, as usual. Oh, that's the first time I actually see the game do an emotion like that. That's cool. First time in a while. I don't know if the side quests do that, because I haven't done them all. Yep, one of the normal raids is a mix of that character is basically a mix of Rogue and Emma Frost. Don't mind. Okay. It's not a criticism. It's just once you played or seen that media in your life, it you kind of notice things. You basically reference them back. That's it. Okay. Going to give some choice words about those interviews. I'm going to give him some... Okay, here we go. It's good to see you again, my friends. How have you been? I've been better. What's the big idea with the broadcast? I'm sorry, but what's the president's orders? That's all I could do to drop a hint that there were other opinions. The mass retirement in the Cruiserweight division has left the president feeling threatened. Whatever he may have said before, he's eager to be rid of you. On that matter, it's no use trying to convince heavyweight fighters to quit. They've all been informed about their diagnosis and choose to continue fighting at their own volition. Alrighty. That's because they've been told that, if they can defeat you, they would be able to use your soul to cure the affliction. That bastard and his little tricks. Victory is your only way through this. So what anger you have, I suggest you channel into the ring. As you did before, I have no doubt that you will make your mark in the division as well. Convenient. The Breathtaker. Just when I think I've seen it all with the president, comes up with another underhanded move. What Metim says is true. We have little hope of convincing your opponents to quit. There's nothing for it but to stay course to them. While you fight to become the grand champion, we trust in the others to rescue my sisters. If we can get the drop of life's whereabouts from the President Yen, we'll be able to save everyone. Right then, let's take a look at your first heavy opponent that you have already seen. Or something else. Van Fatale, whom you had the pleasure of seeing in the broadcast earlier. She's a fiendish fighter, harnesses the soul of the Desmondant, a giant bat whose power allows her to suck the life out of her opponents. Her biggest claim to infamy, though, is the fact that she's a sadist. Inflicting pain brings her pleasure. Her ring is filled with predators for that purpose. Mind your surroundings out there, or you become her plaything. Remember, you have plenty of fans who believe in you, so believe in yourself. Show them the strength of the untasked warrior. Now, get out there. Give for the Talmud 4 and claim your first away victory. Alright, let's see what kind of a fight we're gonna get with the normal raids. Now this is normal difficulty. Can't imagine how much more difficult it's gonna be in higher difficulty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, number 9. I really hope that it's been like a week or I think it's been like a week or two since the patch came out. So hopefully we will get can get this thing going here. I really hope that we can get this going here. Oh, nice. I was lucky to have gotten the Sage gear grafted to me. It's the only way I can do this. Set 695. Oh, average item level is 695. Oh, cool. Emma Frost. That's Emma Frost. I don't care if she's called Vamp. She's Emma Frost. That's Emma Frost.
She'll make your pulse race while freezing your blood. The voluptuous Vamp Fatale!
That's a great design, by the way. I like that design. Great design, by the way.
Will you cry out in pleasure or pain?
Feast your eyes on the lovely and lethal Vamp Fatale!
And when I said voiceovers earlier, when I say voiceovers, I'm talking outside of these battles. Just follow the visual cues of the party.
My pets.
Okay. I can only imagine what this battle is like when it's harder.
This is my show. I will hear you scream.
A wicked weapon. Vamp Fatale's poised to execute a fatality.
become a stain on this ring.
Okay. Yeah, once you've been playing this game long enough, you kind of put 2 and 2 together.
The challenger has nowhere left to run!
Oh.
Oof, that must have hurt. Hang in there.
Okay. Oh, we're still alive. Cool. How big is the health bar? How big is this boss's health bar?
This is just the beginning. My faithful minions, give me your ether!
Oh, I almost died.
It's begun! She's draining the audience of their ether.
I like the voiceover for the announcer. Great casting.
All
Never
of
gets old.
you will feed me.
Van Patel's unleashed the ether. The challenger's in her realm now.
Spell the cues of the party members. It's been a while since I've done this, but I hope I don't die. I think I'm finally beginning to be in the mood of playing games again. I hope. Because for like a week or two, my head was just telling me to take a break, which I did. Actually, no, make that more than 1 week.
You are a stubborn one, but it is not too late to beg for mercy.
Alright, we're reaching the halfway point.
The spectacle of slaughter resumes. How will the challenger adapt?
The announcer's lines and the delivery is great. Doesn't get old for me, at least for the time being.
It's a veritable reign of death.
I wonder what this announcer sounds like in different languages. I really hope that servers don't crash today. I'm just trying to play like anybody else, and if the servers are going to be a problem again, holy crap, this is going to be annoying.
And they're down. Can they recover from this?
Such insolence I have never known. More. I need more ether.
Okay.
She's draining the crowd's ether again! I hope our dear spectators are feeling all right.
I love drama.
In pain lies pleasure.
She's unleashed even more ether! How will this end?
Great delivery by the announcer, as always. Okay, we're almost quarter of a way there. Ow, that hurt. I love playing Sage. Again, it feels really weird to not be leveling everything. It took me weeks to do that. Okay. Is there any other mechanics here at the end that we gotta worry about?
On your knees, damn you!
So far, so good.
What power! Looks like someone isn't holding back.
Nice. Alright, looks like we're done with this one. Again, interesting boss fight. Closest thing to Emma Frost in this game so far. She's Emma Frost. Kind of feel bad because these fights are...
is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!
I kind of feel bad for these fights, though. I mean, the gameplay is fun, but when it comes to story and characters, I feel kind of bad. We don't have to become Grand Champion, but I guess we have to for their sake. Oh well.
It's all over. Until next time.
Again, whoever casted the voice for the announcer, great. It's great. Again, great design, by the way. Not just for the character, but the fight itself. But, yeah. And by the way, the design for the backgrounds. Is anybody talking about this, or is it just me? Is there a visible wall? Surprised there's a loading screen when you fall off, but then again, whatever. The backgrounds. Gotta say, I love the backgrounds. I mean, obviously the boss fights and the mechanics is the main show, but again, great backgrounds. Great backgrounds. The makers of this game definitely outdone themselves, even if the main Dawntrail story is meh. Okay, so what's gonna happen from here? So, and there it is, your first heavyweight victory. Hey, Awesome, it's good to see you again. I actually did play Play-Doh for the first time in a while. With the banquet setting. Too bad there's not many maps, but I'm glad that thing finally exists, especially if you want to go overtime. It's a fun game when you're in your mood. And I also had to rest as well, also. My head just hurt for the last few weeks or so. And yeah, that's basically what happened, so... Yeah, that was going wild. Yeah, so I'm basically doing boss fights that was just released in the patch for this game. For the first time in 3 years, also, I'm actually playing the latest content in this game. No, it's basically bigger map. Awesome, just bigger. There's double doors now, but there's only like a few maps available, which I was hoping that the game should have added a long time ago. So, but yeah, I'm basically doing boss fights in this game right now. That's the main thing that's been added. And we basically just did a boss fight against Emma Frost. It's not called Emma Frost, but it's very similar to Emma Frost. Oh, here we go. But awesome. Just look at the background. Look at the arena design here. It looks great. Now then, there's a bit of time before your next bout. That's because your opponent originally would have been none other than Wicked Thunder, Youth Troop. For reasons we know all too well, they have to call up a replacement, and who that isn't hasn't been decided yet. Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, it doesn't load. Really? There's no... I have no clue that is. Yeah, I was just curious also on what that is. Nope, never heard or seen that name before, ever. Nope, I have no clue who that is. But anyway, it's good to see you again, Awesome. So let's head back to the gym for now. With some luck, return may hit some progress on the rescue. Oh, okay. There's been a lot of spam, but thankfully Searbot took care of them. It's kind of pointless to buy for viewers when you can just earn them if you're lucky enough. But yeah, Awesome. If you're still watching, this game has its own Cyberpunk social hub location, which is this one you're seeing right now. Yeah, I know that, Awesome, but I don't know her. I really do not look out for people like that as much. I mean, I do have YouTube channels, like I do watch videos and stuff like that. But when it comes to watching long broadcasts, I usually do not watch those. It's something that I'm rarely in the mood for. But yeah, this game has been out for over 10 years. This MMO that I've been playing here. Yeah, this is a pretty interesting. This expansion was not good when it comes to the main story, but at least this game is still going. And I already invested like over 2,000 hours in this game. I do like the Cyberpunk style. I think this game finally did it after all these years, and I think it's fine. I'm basically doing some side story here with these boss fights, and it's not voiced, unfortunately, besides the fight itself, but it is keeping me going. Oh, and by the way, Awesome, do not go see the new Avatar movie. Save your money. I saw it, and you're not missing much. What are you talking about? This is not a mod. This is it's a feature. Yeah, basically there are dungeons, boss fights, trials, which are boss fights, and there are raids. It's basically going from point A to point B to point C, and all that stuff. I don't know if you've ever played MMOs before. I never have, but I got used to it. Basically, there's story bits here. It's not voiced, unfortunately, but I'm just gonna read it out to you. It's the boyfriend before. Could be the matter. Hey now, what's wrong? Jim, they wrecked it. What? Oh, what kind of story bits we're gonna get here? Why? Hey there, kitty cat. We made ourselves at home while you were out. Oh, let me guess, the villain. Yay. Oh, yeah, somebody has to be overconfident. Sure. You're the ones who did this. Yes, they're being smug because obviously we need to have that at some point. We heard this was the enhanced cook's haunt. So I decided to drop by to say hello. Oh, they're trying to be like Q. What have we here? It's the dynamic duo taking tag team matches by storm. Extremes. Could they be the next opponents? The Enhanced Warrior is a single specialist, though, so I expect he'll be pitted against only one of them. Which brother will it be that takes to the ring? The older, cool and collected Deep Blue, or the younger Fierce and Fury Red Hot? Yeah, they're actually doing this whole media thing in this game now, after all these years, with these cameras. It's pretty cool. It'll be both of us, naturally. Gonna work either way. Don't worry, though. We'll tag in now, so it'll be a fair fight. You're cool with that, right? These two responses are not good. Let's not say anything. The face says it's. The face says it. The face says a lot. Oh please! Everyone knows you'll break the rules and come here together. Come on now, we won't stoop to that, right, bro? We would, but don't we always? No, we wouldn't. Oh, was that meant to be a secret? Ugh, not another war out of you. You've had a good ride so far, Cook. But it didn't go so smooth for you on our serve. You're gonna wipe out and wipe hard. Yeah, these boss fights and cutscenes have been recently added, by the way. These patches come in like every few months or so before the next one, the next expansion. And there you have it, your next opponents. You see your preparations got to the green room, and I'm sorry for this awful mess. There's nothing I could do to prevent it. So if you want to see gameplay, that's going to happen here in a moment. I wonder what the next story bit is going to be here. Is there a twist? Is there a twist? Okay. This isn't a good time for two, I'm afraid. You mind coming back after I sorted things out? Yeah. Yeah, this game doesn't have voiceovers for some of these side stuff. But only on the main story, though. This bastard is a real number. But you can still feel the dialogue even through this text, so... Wait, where are the kittens? Let me guess, they've been taken. Yay. We gotta save the kittens. Or not. They're safe, thankfully. They sensed the danger and fled upstairs. Oh, we gotta save the kittens. I actually arrived earlier and witnessed them in the act. I was furious, wanted to stop them, but feared it would draw the president's attention. Forgive me. I have news. We found a promising lead on Eonia and the troops' whereabouts. Truly? Okay. One of Honey's devoted fans is an employee of Association Arcadia, and he divulged the details of the security at the company complex. Thanks to him, we now know that right after your sisters were kidnapped, they curiously doubled the watch in a certain area. Winter Green, it's a plushy reception hall used to entertain important guests. In all likelihood, that's where the girls are being held. While security is tight, we have a plan to create an opening and mount a rescue. She'll go use her magic to cause a commotion, which I'll exploit to sneak inside. It's quite a daring strategy. But I have faith that you can pull it off. No, for these cutscenes and the side content, no. But if you do the main story, what they call the main scenario quest, there is voiceovers at certain cutscenes. If you decide to go on YouTube and look it up, you'll see it. Just write down FF14 voice cutscenes. There are voiceovers, but not everything. Otherwise, if there are voiceovers for every single bit in this game, I bet the file size would be even higher. But don't forget, this game is also on consoles, not just PC. That's pretty impressive, you know? It's not for everyone, but I got used to it. We will carry out the mission during the next match. If you do what you do best and put on a good show, the attention you draw to the ring would only aid our cause. So, you'll be pitted against the extremes next. It reminds me of my own time fighting as a tag team with Hector, when we were still no-name newcomers. What? Why have I never heard about this? Our signature move was the ultimate Mega Boom kick. Hector would encase me in flames and send me flying at our opponents. Not only did it look impressive, it had some kick to it as well, pardon the pun. Alas, we hardly drew any spectators, so management disbanded our team. We were still trying to find our place back then. But getting back to the present, like all tag teams, the Extremes will unleash powerful coordinated attacks. Take care when you face them. If you want to see gameplay awesome, it's going to happen here in a moment, and you actually will hear voiceovers. Which is weird, by the way, but that's how this game has been doing it for years. Well, I suppose we better head to the green room. I'm just gonna wait for now. Well, time for one more cutscene, and we will finally get some gameplay going here. But yeah, the design for the world building in this game has been pretty good. And at least the story is decent, even if Dawntrail was a disappointment. And no, do not go see that new Avatar movie, Avatar 3. Don't. Save your money. You're not missing much. That's what's disappointing about the Avatar movies by James Cameron. It's really disappointing. The world building is great, but the story kind of fizzled out after the first movie. I mean, they planned it. They spent a lot of time writing it, but it's not really that remarkable. Nope. Okay, here we go. Let's see what kind of a cutscene we get here before the fight. Awesome. This game is subscription based. There is a free trial which you don't have to spend money on. I mean, there are restrictions, but it is technically free. There is a free trial version of this game also if you want to look it up. But if you want to get the full benefits without the restrictions, it's subscription based. So it's basically a commitment, but you can still try this game for free if it interests you. This game is not for everybody, but it kept me going for over 3 years. So, all right, here we go. Let's see what kind of a cutscene we get for this next boss fight. Right, let's take a close look at your opponents. The presentation is pretty good, by the way. Red Hot and Deep Blue, who formed the popular tag team, the Extremes. They're originally professional surfers who rose to fame with their feats that solutionized artificial wave pool. The brothers harness the souls of storm divers, great lizards capable of manipulating elements, to perform dangerous techniques. As you can probably guess, Deep Blue commands water while Red Hot wields flames. I say brothers, but they're obviously not related by blood. Just a part of their gimmick. That being said that, they do make a fearsome team. So like our Red Sarah, you'll need to be ready for their coordinated attacks. If you want my honest opinion, awesome, do not go see any of the Avatar movies by James Cameron. You're not missing anything. It has great world building, great graphics, but that's it. That's it. You're not missing much. Once you've dealt with them, you'll be just one bout away from becoming Grand Champion. So get out there and give those gym wreckers what for. We'll see who's the one who wipes out. Here we go. We're gonna queue for this boss fight. If I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, there's 8 players we're going to be teaming up with. And this is how you unlock it. Okay, let's see what kind of a fight we're going to get here. So, I'm pulling up this duty finder. We're going to queue for the next fight. So I just queued for this. I tried their game. Awesome. It was not interesting at all. It did not hook me in. Avatar is a classic example of how to make a good-looking game or universe, but completely forget to do the story part. All right, here we go. Awesome. Are you ready? Here's a boss fight and the gameplay. This is not for everybody, but check it out. Here's some voiceovers for you.
On waves and flames they ride, the deadly duo, the extremes!
And the music you're hearing right now is from the game, not from my program.
This will be a tag team match of extreme proportions.
I can handle you alone.
Oh, my word, such scorn for the challenger.
I hope you enjoyed the voiceovers. Awesome.
Oh, what fearsome flames! He's set the ring ablaze.
I ride the inferno.
It's literally a ring match, which is nice. The previous ones don't do this.
The flames are spreading. At this rate, the challenger will be trapped.
I'll wipe you out.
Hey, save some fun for me.
They got other players doing this boss fight right now.
Deep Blue's lost his cool. He's tagging in.
If there ain't a wave to ride, just make one yourself.
Good gods, what an enormous wave!
That looks cool. That looks really cool. Can you believe this game is over 10
Bet you've
years
never
old?
seen anything this gnarly.
Yeah, there are all these things you gotta avoid during a boss fight like this. It's something you get used to. This is a apparent level cap in this game right now, level 100.
What a drag. Let's do this together, bro.
Both brothers have entered the ring. Oh, that's grounds for disqualification.
They don't fight alone either, so it's only fair.
The extremes fight as one.
Oh, the visuals. Again, the visuals here are awesome. Really awesome. Pardon the pun.
It seems the referee is allowing it. It's double trouble for the challenger.
We're just getting started.
Hey, check out this smooth teamwork.
Well, I don't know what you think of this, Awesome, but I personally don't mind it. It's entertaining. Yeah, I know about Warcraft, but I never got into it. It never interested me. But this one did.
The brothers have triggered a fusion explosion. Truly, they're deadly when mixed.
Especially hearing Blizzard's history with their games. I don't think I'm missing much. Yeah, there's also this same boss fight, but harder coming up as well. It's basically endgame stuff if people wish to do that. But this is normal difficulty, so it's not too bad. Yeah, but this game basically has endgame and all that stuff.
I've been saving this trick just for you.
Oh, brace yourselves, folks. The extremes are holding nothing back.
Oh yeah, neat mechanics? I had absolutely no idea. I'm doing this for the first time. So you just wing it.
And they're down. Can they recover from this?
Bet you've never seen anything this gnarly.
So yeah, we have 2 tanks, 2 healers, and the rest are DPS. That's how this is going. Ooh, take it easy, Awesome. It's okay. Alright, here we go. I haven't done the deep dungeons yet. I wasn't in the mood for that. But we'll see after we complete these normal raids, see if I will do them. Oh boy, I'm dead. Oh. Oh, I'm not dead. Oh, just barely. I barely survived that. Whoops. I can only imagine what doing a Savage is like in this game. The only time I did it Savage was unsynced, so that doesn't count. The closest thing to doing a Savage in this game are the Blue Mage Carnival boss fights where you do solo.
If there ain't a way
That's
to
it.
ride, just make one yourself.
Oh,
Oh no, they've been felled with a vengeance.
oh. I can't revive, no. Oh. I don't have a strong opinion for these songs, but I don't mind them when we're doing a boss fight.
Bet you've never seen anything this gnarly.
Oh, oh.
I'm not finished with you yet?
Ooh. Come on, come on. Oh, that was bad. We're almost done. We are almost done. Like, at least the health bars are pretty getting low. I kind of got used to doing these normal raids. Even if you don't do well, they usually range around 10 minutes. Usually 10 minutes. But it can go longer if necessary. Oh. So, how's the fight gonna go for the last two?
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!
I wish they did a different voiceover for the at the end. It's kind of repetitive. They could change it to something else, but I'm just nitpicking.
It's all over. Until next time.
In 1 hour, we just did 2 normal raids already. Cool. 2. All right. We're not doing too bad on time here. So, you did again. Even together, the brothers were no match for you. I think that's a kind of given at this point. You humbled those smug duck really made my day. Sorry right for making a mess of my gym. Challenger and champion. Okay, we're probably gonna get some story here. Okay. With this, you've earned your title shot against the Grand Champion. Need more to be prepared than ever for that bout. But for now, a good rest is in order. Let's get back to gym. Okay. Alright. I bet there's a twist here. There's something that's gonna happen here. First Van Fatale, now both the extremes at once? You're incredible! I need you to beat those bullies. You look so cool out there. The motion capture in this game is always nice to see. It ain't over till it's over. Yes, reveal yourself. How will you fare? You know Simulcra at your disposal. Oh, thank you, Emma Frost. Thank you. Sure. Cowards. What? Sure. But completely unnecessary. Oh, hi, Orion. Bottomless curse. Your blight upon the Arcadia. Be gone from my sight. It's the tyrant. What's the Grand Champion doing here? Orion. Put up your weapon, challenger. A true warrior does not engage his opponent outside the sacred ring. I feel like these fights are a bit unnecessary, but we have no choice. Yeah, is it just me? But I really, even for my character, it's unnecessary to become the Grand Champion, but I guess I have no choice. We're basically doing this very reluctantly. I am the Grand Champion of Ascension Arcadia Championship. Okay, you stay as the Grand Champion. I really don't want to be the Grand Champion. I really don't. But we have no choice. I don't want to fight. I really don't, but we have to do this reluctantly. And I know all about you, Upstart. You think yourself a babyface brings change, but to me, you're a heel would tear down our traditions. So here's the thing, adapt or die. I'm pretty sure everybody has said this when they saw this. Adapt or die. That's right, you're nothing but a villain. Imagine if we had a video recorder to show of all the things we have done in the last 10 years. We went to the edge of existence, fought an actual tyrant. No pun intended. If you resolved to destroy the Arcade as we know it, it is only to meet that you understand how it came to be. Listen well. It all began with the president's ancestor. The man was a noble in the kingdom of Limblum, known for his love and patronage of the theatrical arts. Oh, we're gonna meet Q from Star Trek? Nah. Then the storm surge came to a head. He was forced to flee his homeland. For years, he wandered the endless wastes until, with desperation, he sought refuge here. Oh, cool. To his great surprise, the Alexandrians welcomed him with open arms. And in the sight of them toiling in hand to build new lives, he saw a vision of that ancient paradise of myth, Arcadia. I love the theatrical flourish here. He longed to repay the kindness he had received, and at length found the answer in fighting contests that the people enjoyed in secret as a diversion. Using the riches he had brought with him, he created a new form of entertainment, one that blends thrilling fights and gripping theatrics. Thus was the Arcadion born. Alas, it did not endure in its original iteration. Survival grew more challenging, became increasingly difficult to host matches. Eventually, they ceased to be held altogether, and the Arcadian was all but forgotten. The years passed. Advancements in Electro brought stability and the advent of soul technology, a sense of security. For the first time in generations, Alexandrians experienced tedium. Wishing to provide the excitement they craved, the president revived the Arcadion. They held matches that pitted recreated simulacra against each other. I think we kind of figured that one out. And when the people clamored for fiercer fights, he satisfied them by introducing the use of feral souls. In this way did the Arcadian rise up to become the premier form of entertainment in Alexandria, and a pillar of our culture. This is the Arcadian's history, the legacy that lives on in its sacred halls. This is what you seek to destroy. I mean, keep the entertainment, but don't have them... If you can avoid them dying, at least do something. Feral souls are the very soul of we fighters, and we will not allow an outsider to dictate culture and take them from us. Hear, hear! All hail the tyrant, the one true king of the Arcadia. I don't want to become a king. I really don't. I really don't. You can satisfy people even unenhanced, but I don't think that's gonna... I don't think they're gonna listen. That's right. Shown us how exciting unenhanced battles can be. I mean, we freaking went to the edge of existence. Come on. You may have garnered attention for fighting unenhanced, but in the end, you're not more than a heel and intended to create excitement. Use your fate to fall. Oh, yes. We ever heard that before? Is that literally the taxi from Crazy Taxi? That's so cool. As you saw for yourself, the tyrants are forced to be reckoned with, even when not using a fair soul. What's more, as Grand Champion, he has free access to the soul repository. He can choose the best soul for each opponent. That makes it hard to offer advice. If only we knew which soul he'd use, we have something to work with. Anyway, let's go to the gym to examine Max's how the rescue mission went. You can tell there's motion capture because everything looks so smooth. And yes, I think somebody mentioned that building looks like a huge graphics card. Sorry, the others haven't returned yet. They're alright. Why can't we see the upstairs? No? Oh. No. Oh, thank goodness. I'm sorry. We weren't able to rescue Eutrope. We found you in the eruption hall, but there was no sign of Eutrope, and no time to search for her. Kidnappers removed Eutrope's regulator when they abducted us, and then they took her somewhere else. Removed the regulator? Oh no. That's what they do to the immortalized. I don't know. Come on now, don't lose heart yet. Times like this, you gotta keep on grooving. Yes. Have some tact, will you? We're talking about their sister. Oh, he's right. Oh, isn't it the time to be fearing the worst? It's already a blessing that Uni is safe and sound. Still, I doubt the president will sit idly by in response. I worry what I might do next. You can rest easy on that front. We actually have a collaborator on the inside. Meet him. We approached him without expectation, and we were pleasantly surprised when he agreed to help. He's contrived to make it to the president. He doesn't learn of our foray in a hurry. Furthermore, meet him has an idea where Chup might be. Promised he would see her safely returned. Tim did all that? Perhaps I misjudged him. He might be the president's pawn. I feel uneasy too, to be honest. But right now, we don't have any other choice but to trust him. Oh right, I have some good news too. While I was locked away in the reception hall, I was able to access a terminal and retrieve some useful information. That is, the Tyrant's data. In the upcoming title match, she intends to use the soul of a behemoth. Hey, that's amazing. I have a much better chance now, thanks to you. Oh, I don't think that's the end here. I expect the preparation for the match will be finished soon. So let's head to the Arcadia and we can discuss the fight in detail there. It'll be over soon, and once Eutrope has been freed and you become Grand Champion, no one will fight with Zero Souls again. Those afflicted with psychokinesis can be cured. It's before we're counting on you. You will be praying for your triumph. At least the characters look memorable, even if the skins are kind of similar. Oh, sure. It seems Poom wants to join you. Perhaps she thinks Hector will be at the Arcadion. Maybe she wants to cheer on Nino as well. Let's bring her along, eh? Sure. Sure. Time for another boss fight, shall we? The president is descended from Limbo nobility. It makes sense that he knows about the cure for Xenogrosis. I did not pronounce that properly. If you can defeat the tyrant, then we can save everyone. An image comes to me. You being crowned Grand Champion. Everyone you've saved, they're all celebrating. I don't think so. There's more. Anxious about the title match? Got this, baby. Just relax and enjoy yourself. Before you know, you'll be dancing the night away at your victory party. I don't want that. The Arcadian is Alexandria's biggest stage. And continue to victory, make it dazzling gambler. Don't let me down or else I'll have to sting you. Oh, sure. While you trust in Meteor to keep his word, you must focus wholly on the title match. Become the Grand Champion and free all the souls in the repository. For Hector, not least of all. Okay. I don't know. Since we have like 2 more, that means dealing with the president himself. Or something like that. I don't know. Right, let's make our way to Arcadian. Given the huge publicity surrounding the match, there's bound to be some fans along the way. Why not make a moment to talk to them? Just have some encouragement for you. Oh. Was it Shadowbringers or... was it about Shadowbringers or Endwalker where this whole escort thing becomes a thing? It kind of reminds me of other games that do this, but this is different. But yeah. That's not adding much to the story, but okay. Imagine if the whole game you can have this with your characters that you like. Wouldn't that be nice? Doesn't add much to gameplay, but it's something. Okay. Yeah, that's nothing new here. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing much added to the story here. Yeah. Imagine if in this game you can escort your companion with you and be in combat like in Star Wars: The Old Republic. Wouldn't that be nice? Who knows? Maybe waiting your arrival. Okay. And this is... She wants to cheer you on. That's not a problem, is it? No, certainly not. Please follow me. Oh, Iron Fist. Coincidence? I think not. Well, here we finally are, the heavyweight title match. I'm starting to feel a little nervous, I have to admit. Seems she wants to find her master, just like Retsara said. It's heartbreaking. Right, better focus. I suppose this will be the last time for this, but let's take a look at your opponent. The reigning Grand Champion, the Arcadian, the Tyrant. Prior to becoming a fighter, he was a peerless hunter renowned for his mastery of all weaponry. In the ring, he wields an arsenal of arms, and freely switches between them as the situation demands. Based on the information the unit found, he'll be using the soul of a behemoth, a fell beast that possesses terrible strength and magic. Sort of like Superman, but not really. In addition to powerful physical attacks, he'll unleash devastating whirlwinds and meteors. More than ever, you have to take care. Now go out there and win one last time. Make that 2. Claim the title and assure a new era for the Acadia. One where lives aren't sacrificed for entertainment. So far, the previous one, when it comes to songs, I prefer the previous one more. All right. Time to do number 11. Something tells me there's a twist coming. It's been what, a week or so since I've that's cool. All right, what kind of mechanics we got this time? I prefer Emma Frost.
Ruling them all with an iron fist, the grand champion of the Arcadian, the Tyrant!
He literally looks like Superman, except he has horns.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the Tyrant's throne?
First, I shall take your measure. Show me your footwork.
Alrighty.
A direct hit, but they're still standing.
I love the voice for the announcer for this normal rate series. It really doesn't get old for me, at least for the time being.
Another attack evaded with aplomb.
How about this?
Okay.
Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach.
I wouldn't be
Behold, the essence of martial mastery.
You know, for a second that reminded me of Thor, the God of Thunder from Marvel there for a moment. Coincidence? Behold, the God of Thunder!
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
There is much more to come.
Oh, the challenger's holding their own.
It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so.
Voice kind of sounds... He's like Thor, but not really.
time, folks. He knows no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat.
You know, that's an interesting comment. We need to face defeat at some point as our main character. Because it kind of gets boring when our main character doesn't suffer any defeat. Pretty sure there has been defeat in parts of the story in this game, but it needs to be very significant.
Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior.
I beg your pardon? What is he going to do with all those weapons? Such ferocity! The champion is ruthless indeed!
My reign is absolute. I will not lose.
We really have to become the Grand Champion?
Altered his form. He looks even more tyrannical than before.
Know the folly of challenging me unenhanced.
I love the arena design for each of these fights. It really looks good besides the gameplay. It really does. It really does look good. A lot of time and effort was put into these.
I will not yield my throne.
Don't worry, I'm not here to take your throne. I have already done enough fighting in this game already. Back at
What
least
a
we're...
display of power! He's unleashed the full might of the behemoth!
That was luck.
Now fall.
Oh, he's split the ring in half. We're going to need urgent repairs.
Nice. I'm entertained by these fights. That's all I can really say here.
Oh no, they've been felled with a vengeance.
Try this.
And now he's thrown the ring. What absurd strength! The ring shall presently be restored.
Oh, limit break. Nice.
Oh, 'tis a clash between feral pride and mortal resolve. Either side could come out on top.
I love the announcer.
Power of feral souls makes the Arcadian what it is.
This guy's Thor. This guy's basically Thor, but he's not the god of thunder. Probably not the only one saying that, right? Yeah, this guy is definitely channeling Thor. Thor with horns. I wonder if we're gonna be fighting the president next, because obviously the story is not over yet.
And they're down. Can they recover from this?
I will be fine. So who's the actual villain that we gotta fight? Not this guy, but...
KO! Oh, the match is decided! Before your very eyes, a new Grand Champion is born!
I love the voiceover for this announcer, but I really don't want to be the Grand Champion. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't.
It's all over. Until next time.
Who are we gonna fight? Are we gonna fight the president or someone else who's responsible for this mess? I don't feel satisfied here. I really don't want to be the Grand Champion here. I really don't. He has disposed the tyrant to rise up as a Grand Champion. But something tells me this is far from over. Oh, what brings the referee out now? I'm pleased to see I was not mistaken about you. Oh, right. That voice. It's the president. Oh. None other. Though this is obviously now my true form. I am in my quarters on the Amorous floor. A deal's a deal. Tell us what the drop of life is. It is here with me. Come, I shall give it to you. You have earned a personal audience. Drop of life. I am the fate is what this is about. But I better take a camera to capture these events. So we just... Oh, sure, why not? Oh, a snake. What is this What is that monstrosity? Linworm, a legendary serpent of El, the namesake of my homeland. By infusing myself with its soul, I have come to assume this form. The president has become this terrifying creature? Oh, of course. Those people. Why, they're the immortalized. Oh, that explains it. You trope. Me too. Why is she? You promised you would save her. I'm truly sorry. It seems Yo's one step ahead of us. You have served me well, I'll admit him. But I have long been aware of your duplicity. Of course. Arrayed behind me are all the fighters who have been immortalized. With each feral transformation, their souls are ravaged until ultimately their demise. A pitiable fate. They shall make a fitting audience for the final act. Here in this faithfully recreated Limblum Theater. Oh, that's futile. That's futile. That's so futile. To use the bodies of the departed as decoration. This is pure depravity. People of Alexandria. Yeah. Here we go. Another monologue by a villain. Yeah. In my mission to bring you ever more thrilling entertainment, I've given my very body and soul, which will turn out to be futile. I've acquired the power of the mighty lane worm, and then sought to create fighters who could offer me fierce contest. Alas, all died prematurely, taken by a soul-consuming affliction. But at last I made no peace, for the one I have long awaited has appeared, of course. Of course. With the actors thus assembled, the greatest show in Arcadian history may finally begin. In feverish high shall all sorrow and Tina be swept away. This is unconscionable. How could the president do such a thing simply for entertainment? An enhanced warrior. Know that you have merely become heavyweight champion. If you wish to be crowned the true grand champion, you must now defeat me. Well, I don't care about being grand champion. I really don't. I don't like these two, but whatever. I don't like these two. I would have come up with my own line. That's the spirit. See to it that you spare no preparation. Nothing short of perfection will suffice for our performance. Shocking truth has been revealed and the final match has been set. How will this harrowing tale conclude? It better not be disappointing. Kinda saw that coming. Technically dead. To think that the fighters were dying from using feral souls. Just because we wanted thrills. It was my escape. But if I have known the price for it. If this is the way it is, then our only hope is for the unstoppable upstart to win. Which probably will happen. That's right, let's all cheer him on against the evil president. Oh yes. You troop. Not you two, you troop. Not you two. Glory incarnate. Deep down, I feared we might be too late. Still myself for the worst, but the reality was too much to bear. When I saw how the president exploited my sister and those others, I tried to use a feral soul without thinking. I want nothing more than to fight with you, but I know I'd only hold you back. Be a fool to tempt fate again with a feral soul. This twisted mind, the resident might think this is just a show, but to me this is a reckoning. We'll trip on all the fallen fires. Bring that monster to justice. Okay. Time for the final fight. here we go. Let's do this. The final one. Cool. It only took 2 hours to do this. Nice. Good thing we did start a bit early.
It's the shocking true face of the villainous president, the mighty serpent of yore, the Lindworm!
Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching.
This song already reminds me of Need for Speed Most Wanted in a way. Sort of. Yeah, it definitely gives me Need for Speed Most Wanted vibes.
The president must pay for his crimes. Give him what for, champion!
What kind of a climactic fight we're gonna get after all this?
His arm has a life of its own! Is this the power of the mythical Lindworm? His arm is slithering out! Oh, that's disgusting! Watch out! That is one cruel coil!
Okay.
Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach.
Okay. I like the creative designs for these boss fights.
Another attack evaded with aplomb.
Okay. The final normal raid.
His arms are snaking round the ring. What's he planning?
Ooh,
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the ring. Oh, they're up! What fighting spirit! Oh no! The gore has lashed onto the champion! Don't panic!
Okay. Oh, well, both healers are dead. Let's hope one of them can heal us. I think the Picto can heal, but thankfully this is normal difficulty. Can't imagine what this would be like in Savage difficulty. Nice to see different gameplay mechanics in this game compared to the previous ones before, which were very, very straightforward for the most part. If I'm not mistaken, Picto can revive, but hasn't done that yet. But it looks like they may have a chance to finish this fight. I don't know why one of the DPS did not revive. Also, it did not help the fact that the other healer also died. Oh well. It's kind of awkward when you can't do anything here. You just have to watch.
They've been struck with venom, but they can weather it. They must.
And it's... yeah, this song kind of reminds... this song is giving me Need for Speed Most Wanted vibes in a way. And this fight is now going really slow because most of the party's dead. I think it does help the fact that the two tanks are paladins, which they can heal. But that means the fight will go even slower because of the health sponge, so you gotta deal with this boss. Yep. Yeah, I don't know why one of the DPS did not heal or revive. No, at least revive. That could have been possible. Also, the other Sage is not doing the cardio at all for some reason.
The president must pay for his crimes. Give him what for, champion.
All right, here we go yet again. Another 10 minutes just to defeat this.
His arm has a life of its own. Is this the power of the mythical Lindworm? His arm is slithering out. Oh, that's disgusting.
So, what kind of a payoff are we going to get after we defeat this? And what happens to those people that were in prison? Are they actually dead? Or they're just in stasis? I don't know. I mean, visually, this is probably the most interesting normal raid series in the game so far.
Watch out! That is one cruel coil. Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach.
Yep, that other sage is not doing cardio for some reason.
They've been struck with venom, but they can weather it. They must!
Yeah, this whole normal raid series for this expansion feels like a wrestling match, but it's not wrestling. I think that's the whole point.
Another attack evaded with aplomb.
Okay, we're reaching the halfway point once again.
His arms are snaking round the ring. What's he planning? Oh no! The gore has lashed onto the champion! Don't panic!
Okay. I think we have a chance here. I think we have a chance.
Oh no, they've been felled with a vengeance!
All right, we're in much
And they're
better
back in
shape this
action.
time.
Can they turn the tide?
Okay, looks like we're almost done. Ooh. We got this. Nice. I think we have this one.
Oh dear, the challenger has fallen out of the ring.
And of course, yeah. So close, yet again. Is this deja vu or what? Almost the same people dead from the last attempt. Wonderful. This is deja vu yet again. Oh boy, the third attempt. Well, the other Sage player finally is doing cardio, finally.
The president must pay for his crimes. Give him what for, champion.
So close yet again. Now I'm getting annoyed.
His arm has a life of its own. Is this the power of the mythical Lindworm?
I can only imagine what if this is like in Savage. It can be frustrating if you're trying to clear a run.
His arm is slithering out! Oh, that's disgusting!
Yeah, the mechanics are not that bad. It's just that it can only heal so much.
Watch out! That is one cruel coil!
Yeah, we've been at this for like 15 minutes now. 2 attempts, and this is our 3rd now.
Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach.
Alright, this... Oh, I hope this 3rd attempt on normal difficulty will be decent. Two times in a row, we're getting
Another
deja vu.
attack evaded with aplomb.
Alright, we're almost at the halfway point for the 3rd time. Let's see if we can get some progress this time.
His arms are snaking round the ring. What's he planning? Oh no! The gore has lashed onto the champion! Don't panic!
Oh, hi, Knight. Thank you. Knight, it's good to see you again, man. Sorry for being away for so long, but my head was hurting so much in the last week or two. And yeah, I know, I did not hear the notification at all, by the way. I don't know why that doesn't always work. But it's good to see you again, Knight. I'm still here. I just had to take time off, unfortunately. My head is not hurting as much anymore. I think that was, yeah, I think that was basically my body telling me just take a break, which I did. But yeah, you came in at the right time, Knight. This is the last normal raid, the latest normal raid in this game so far. Yeah, it took me 3 years, but I'm basically all caught up with this game's content right now. Yeah, we're basically fighting against a huge snake. That's what this normal raid is. This is the last one on the normal difficulty normal raid this game has to offer. This was patched in like a week or 2 ago, but I didn't get the chance to do this because I was just tired. And really, there isn't that many games that really stick out to me, so... Alright. This time we'll make it. 50% health on the boss this time. We have a chance.
They've been struck with venom, but they can weather it. They must.
We have a chance. We have a chance. %9 health. We have a chance. We'll get a story conclusion from this normal race series, which basically is a wrestling type story in a way. I wonder what kind of payoff on this normal race we're gonna get this time around. All right. We made it this time. We made it. We made it. We made it. Or not.
The battle is decided! Victory goes to the champion!
No cutscene? That's different.
What the? Could the Lindworm's regeneration be out of control? The Lindworm's completely healed! What outrageous regenerative power!
Well, thank you, Knight. It's still good to see you after all these years. But yeah, ever since I came home from that trip, Knight, I was just tired. Really, really tired. No energy.
Regenerative capacity?
I really didn't have any energy. So that's why I couldn't come up with a schedule at all. And that's why I just rested. I mean, there was really nothing else to do. But yeah, thank you. Knight, thank you. I've been trying. I mean, I was just doing what my body told me. And sometimes you just rest. It's not laziness, but sometimes you gotta listen to what your body's telling you. I'm gonna finish the story here and I'll check it out, okay? I'm almost done with this story here.
Unbelievable! The champion's done it! The president has been defeated!
Is there a twist coming up here? Because I think there's more to this. There must be something more to this. Can't just end here. Well, we made it. It's a good thing I did not play this game last week, Nick, because apparently the servers were going up and down constantly. So imagine doing a fight like this that takes 10 minutes to complete, and then all the sudden servers go down. Yeah, that can be very annoying. Okay, here we go. What do we get for this? So the snake is dead, or what? You did it just as thought as you would. Okay. Now, tell us where the drop of life is. We won't allow anyone else to die. So, where's a twist? There's a twist to this, or what? That which you seek lies before you. The ether yielded by Lindworm's heart is the stimulant for the regeneration factor. Now, set aside your grief, for Utrop and the other fighters have not perished. They can still be saved. Everyone, except the president. Oh, they can be saved. How convenient. What? Everything has been a part of the president's plan to produce the cure to sarcoidosis. And the first fighter was diagnosed with the disease. The president was utterly shaken. He cursed himself for ever introducing the use of feral souls. Determined to find a cure, he turned to the treasure that had been passed down to his line. The egg of a lindworm, a creature known for its phenomenal regenerative abilities. After much experimentation, he ultimately extracted the soul of the unborn beast and took it unto himself. And though he transformed into a monstrosity possessed of paternal regeneration, he sadly could not use his power to heal others. To make matters worse, that power meant he was forever locked in its serpentine form. So it was that he was forced to confine himself to this mausoleum. For a small blessing, his regulators still allowed him control over the Arcadian's devices, and he could remotely operate machinery. So that explains a lot. That was he was able to make contact with me and convey his intent. To sacrifice himself. Lots of sacrifices in this game. And have the cure made from his heart. Alas, the Lindworm was too powerful. Even the Tyrant proved no match. And the Acadion remained in operation as the search continued for a warrior capable of defeating him. Those fighters who developed Cyanosis had to be retired and put into a deep sleep. Cold stasis to keep the disease at bay until they could be cured. It was for this reason that Eutrope was kidnapped. The president lamented subjecting more souls to the disease, but for want of other solutions, he could only press on with his plan. If that's the truth, why didn't you tell us? The president was nothing if not a showman. He dedicated his regrets, his desire for atonement, and indeed his very life, to bring greater thrills to the masses. So doing, he would promote fiercer competition to give rise to ever stronger fighters, one of whom he hoped would rise up to challenge him. It was to keep the competition running that the disease was kept secret, and though many fighters showed promise, it seems as none would ever transcend the Tyrant. That is until you appeared, and the moment he saw you, the president was certain that you'd be the one to defeat him. All he needed to do was spur you on. To do so, he cast you as a rebel who would tear down the Arcadion, and himself as the greatest heel has ever known. Okay? The man couldn't help but turn everything into a spectacle, just like Q from Star Trek. It's absurd, one can't help but admire it. So this entire time, we had puppets in the president's play. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being alive again. Confound it, he's already recovered. We'll help too. Still good. Everybody, listen up. Good. The questions can wait. Right now, I need you all to channel me, your ether. Thank you. Deus Ex Machina, huh? Use it! Our combined power. That's a Dragon Ball move, right? Yes. You fought well, champion. Leave the rest to us. President confided us in us long ago. We've been acting according to his instructions. So it's my duty to serve as the Challenger's final test. And to ensure their hands would not be sullied. Okay. It was the battle of a lifetime. Even with feral souls, the Arcadian's future is bright once again. Yeah, the president is dead. Another sacrifice was needed. So, how are you alive? Oh, yeah. Honestly, when I saw this, I was like, oh, okay. Right, yeah, we should move everyone to the infirmary and have the cure created. I shall personally tend to matters from here. Every soul will be saved. Give me my word. Okay. I don't feel the payoff here, but whatever. I had a feeling it'd play out like this. For all his quirks, I knew the old man couldn't truly be a villain. Well, not really. But I have to encourage the Bernard Dancer. It's already insufferably smug enough as it is. I have to say, it might miffle the Butte Soil's spotlight, but I'm glad everyone is safe. Sure. Watch the broadcast from start to finish. You're absolutely amazing. I was taking some time. It inspired me to change my view towards souls. Agiana, I decided to remove my regulator as well. By the way, some people in Nikian dropped by earlier to apologize for the president's deception. Even helped fix up the gym. Oh, how convenient. It's been quite a whirlwind of events, but it seems the worst is over. Now it remains just to pray that everyone is cured. Sometime later. Pleased to say the treatment was effective. Everyone has made a full recovery from necrosis. Oh, that's convenient. Symptoms are completely gone. I feel like myself again thanks to the cure. And of course to you as well. And has told me all. Words do not suffice to show my gratitude, but please, accept my thanks. Yeah. Yeah. I owe you one. We're setting off for their homes. Debut fighters and those who were in stasis also expressed their heartfelt gratitude to you. It'd be remiss of me to do the same. Thank you. I, meanwhile, must apologize to everyone. Though it was to conceal the President's plan, the fact remains that I deceived you. Truly sorry. And here I thought you were the true mastermind. Me, the mastermind? You give me too much credit. And not the imagination to conceive such an audacious plan. That said, I did work behind the scenes to ensure all went according to script. In light of this, perhaps I could be considered the mastermind. In the end, everything is as the President had hoped. Wherever he is now, he too would doubtless be overjoyed. He sacrificed himself to save us all. Another debt I never repay. That's been a lot. That story point has been repeated a lot in this game. Sacrifice after sacrifice. It's kind of becoming a little predictable. The President actually had one last wish. That those who still bear love for the Arcadion, even after everything, continue to fight and bring excitement to the fans. He really had us all figured out. It's as if we're still dancing in the palm of his hand. Lest you wonder, I've arranged for the souls in the repository to be set free as you desired. Never again shall feral souls be wielded in the Arcadion. From now on, matches will only be fought between unenhanced warriors. The Upstart Revolution was a success. This means, however, that there are not a presence who could offer you contest. Till the fighters have become strong enough. I'm afraid we have any matches for you. Oh, please, I don't need the matches. I'm sure that they will come. I don't like these two responses, but whatever. I think I speak for everyone. I say I'd love to face you unenhanced. I won't stop training until I'm ready. Now then, there is to be a crowning ceremony for the new Grand Champion. Naturally, it can't begin without you, so break out to the green at your earliest convenience. Oh, I don't need that, but whatever. And the cats. We must save the cats, obviously. I think we're gonna get one more cutscene here. Yes, one more. But yeah, if you're still watching Night, this cyberpunk area in Dawntrail is really cool. They finally did cyberpunk in this game after all these years. Ceremony will be held in the very ring we fought in. It isn't all that long ago, yet somehow it feels like an age. Come, everyone's already out there waiting. Make sure you dress for the occasion, because all Alexandria will be watching. Oh, we got some motion capture. Good. My fellow citizens, we are gathered to recognize a new Grand Champion in the Arcadion. An unstoppable force of nature tore through every obstacle in his way. Well, we had no choice. We had no choice. Please join me in welcoming this radiant star to the stage. The man who boldly ushered in revolution. The unenhanced yet undefeated king of the Arcadion. I don't think we deserve this, but whatever. We just did what we had to do. We just did what we had to do. We just did what we had to do. Hold it right there. It's a farce that your grand champion refused to accept it. Oh, yes. Oh my, the group almost barged into the ceremony again. Does the man never learn? I demand a rematch. Just you and me, unenhanced. It's a wrestling match. It really is. Not so fast. Watching you get tossed aside would be hardly entertaining. I'll be your opponent. Black Cat has leapt into the ring. I dare say this should be an even match. Need the president no longer with us. Falls to my humble self to authorize matches. And on this occasion, I am pleased to approve an impromptu exhibition. Let this be the clash to christen the Arcadians' rebirth. She's the claw that gleams in Revolution's shadow, the rebel that prowls the dark, Black Cat. He's the man who's been to hell and lived to tell the tale, the incorrigible, reprehensible, brute bomber. Are we actually going to see a fight choreography here or no? Wrestling! That's it? That's disappointing. Really? That's it? That's boring. I would have loved to see the rest of that fight. No? Too much to ask? Okay. Who won? I did it! I beat the brute bomber. Oh, come on. We can't see that. Oh. Lame. Sorry for spoiling your moment with that charade, but I wanted to kick off the new era of the Arcadian with a bang. Ethan came up with last-minute script, and I agreed to join in. Tired Fire's returning as well, eager to fight in unenhanced matches. We're all going to do our part to keep the Arcadian exciting. And as you may have already noticed, everyone's decided to remove the regulator. That's because we won't be needing souls anymore, feral or otherwise. Meanwhile, since you have no equal, you've been granted the title of Eternal Grand Champion and entered the Hall of Fame. You're already a legend. Again, basically. Now, though you may not be able to fight, we'd still love to see you. So don't be a stranger and drop by a gym or the green room from time to time. And as much as I hate to admit it, played into the President's hands from the start. But it was only you, because we're the protagonists of this script, that we could bring the tale to a happy conclusion. I love the Fort Will break here. You truly couldn't have done it without you. Our enhanced Grand Champion. So please, allow me to thank you again. We're forever in your debt. Oh, there's no voice. There's no cutscene? Oh. There's no cutscene? Oh. Damn. It would have been nice. It would have been nice to see more. So far, the best normal raid series was Stormblood, I think, or was it Shadowbringers with Alpha? That's the best one so far. And once again, look, there's no See, look at this. There's no notification. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Don't know what to tell you. 2 friend requests. Who are these? I don't know who these people are. I'm gonna ignore. Unless I know these people, I'm not going to... Yeah. See, look at that. There's nothing. Anyway. So, Knight, are you still there? Because this game has co-op. I already know what this game is like, from start to finish. But the thing about this game is the co-op. So it is possible to play the game and not take it seriously. I mean, obviously there's horror in it, but we can do it together and not take it seriously. So that's something that can be done. Thank you. Yeah, this game is it's a classic horror game from the late 90s. So yeah. So this is something that and it's only 3 gigabytes. Nice, only 3 gigabytes. It would be nice to play this game with somebody else and not take it so seriously. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I mean, this would be a nice game to just play with somebody else and not take it seriously. And yeah, this game can be very scary. It can be scary when you play it solo. So yeah, it's like System Shock. I haven't been the System Shock at all yet, but it's nice to play the second game as well. I have to be in the mood for it. So, System Shock, the first game. How big is this remake? 8 gigabytes. Wow. And this remake is only, sorry, remastered is only 4 gigabytes. Nice. Cool. But yeah, Knight, if you ever decide to play System Shock 2 as just to hang around and not take it seriously, that's what we can do. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, there really isn't that many games that really stick out. Besides Half-Life and maybe Jackbox or these games, there's really not many that stick out. There's really not much. Even on feature, there's nothing that really sticks out. And yeah, that Battlefield game is disappointing. Yeah, we're not missing much. Oh, at Knight, if you're still watching, do not go see that Avatar movie that came out. Don't. You're not missing much. I saw it and it did not feel satisfying by the end. And that old, yeah, there's really not many games that really interest me. There's really not much. I wish there were some games out there that actually interest me. Really, there's not much. Okay. Oh yeah, when it comes to PvP games, oh, actually, I'm gonna try to see if I can. Yeah, this is so when it comes to System Shock 2, it's like a fun community game in a way. I don't know how many people in our server is gonna get this game just for fun, but yeah, the thing I like about this one is that this game actually has multiplayer, actual multiplayer, so we can take it not seriously. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, thank you. I wish there were other games out there that really get me interested nowadays, but there really isn't that many. Really not many, if I'm gonna be honest here. I wish there were more. And the thing about The Witcher 3 is that even though this game is like $5, the problem is I already know what the story is in that game. I've already seen playthroughs. So even if I get it for $5, it's kind of pointless. You know, in hindsight, it's kind of disappointing that we went from The Witcher 3 of 2015 and we got Cyberpunk 2077 that was terrible at launch, by the way. It was terrible. Apparently it's better, but even if you ignore the problems at launch and they finally fixed it after 2 years or whatever, the story of Cyberpunk is disappointing. It had interesting characters, but it still felt disappointing. It really felt disappointing to me. The last game that I actually felt really happy and satisfied is Baldur's Gate 3, and I am not a D&D person. Expedition, I've heard of Expedition 33, but I don't even know if I'll like that game. I actually saw a random cutscene from that game, and it did not get me interested. I don't know. Everybody's praising Claire, but I don't know. I actually watched on YouTube like one of the cutscenes. Apparently this hold on a second. This character right here, that's the same voice actress of Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate 3 that I remember. But when I watched this one cutscene, just one random cutscene of, you know, characters talking to each other, it did not make me care, or I don't know. I don't know if this game is interesting to play. And I even saw like one of the ending cutscenes on YouTube, and I didn't feel anything. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any feelings. Maybe the opening bit will be interesting, but I thankfully did not go to YouTube and watch that, thankfully. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody's praising this game being really good, but I don't know. I really don't know if this game will actually make me care, even if it's on sale. I don't know. And the thing is, I don't mind turn-based combat. I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 was the same thing in a way. And I am not a D&D person at all. I actually tried to do D&D with a couple of people, like you remember in the past, but I am not a D&D person. But what I can tell, like any other gamer, is if I see interesting storytelling or story and characters, I will care. Heck, that's why I put 300 hours into this game. Baldur's Gate 3's story from start to finish was interesting. I mean, of course, I did save scum, you know, to make my choices what I wanted to choose, but at least the storytelling was interesting. So even if I disagree with the D&D dice thing in this game, but the storytelling and the story and the characters was great. And I somehow played through the whole game with no mods. Apparently modding is easier in this game now. Yeah. And I don't know what Larian Studios' next project is going to be, but I hope it's going to be more or less as good as this one. And I may sound biased, but I love Shadowheart's character. If Shadowheart existed in real life, I would marry her. No, I know I sound biased, but that's how I honestly feel. I mean, don't get me wrong, the other characters in the game are memorable, but Shadowheart to me was, oh, there's something about her. If a game or a movie makes you care about the characters, then they did a very good job. And that's what this game did. Storytelling was great. But yeah, going back to Claire, even if you gifted that game to me right now, I don't know if I'll care. I really don't know. But how big is Claire? How big is that game? Even if I was fortunate enough to get this game gifted to me, I can probably try playing it for like an hour and see if it makes me care. But when I saw the cutscenes on YouTube and even one of the endings, like a little bit, I didn't feel anything. I really did not feel anything at all. I was like, sure. How big is this game? 50 gigabytes, that's not big. But then again, this game was made by people that used to be part of Ubisoft, so I don't know. Even if I got the chance to try this game, I don't know. I may not like it. Other than Baldur's Gate, I don't know, I'll just put this on as a reminder for now, but other than Baldur's Gate 3, Stellar Blade was the only other game that I cared of going from start to finish. Now, when it comes to storytelling, and characters, Baldur's Gate 3 trumps over Stellar Blade very easily. But I did like the eye candy, and at least some of the story in Stellar Blade. But yeah, the biggest weakness of Stellar Blade is the storytelling. Oh boy, the storytelling in this one was not the best, but it kept me at least invested to finish it at the very least. The storytelling in this, the world building and the story in this game has potential. It has potential, but my god, the pacing on some of the levels just kept going on and on and on. I wanted to see more story, but we did not get that. I mean, obviously there's souls you gotta do in this game with all these boss fights. You know, I'm glad I played this game on story mode, because I can only imagine how much more difficult it would have been on a normal difficulty. Yeah, there was just one boss fight with the particles, and holy crap, the game was... I lost a lot of frames, but thankfully I was able to complete the game without any major issue. I still stand by what I said at the time with Stellar Blade. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind eye candy and, you know, showing off feminine features and all that stuff. But do not forget about storytelling and characters and all that stuff, because... that's what Avatar 3 did, Knight. Do not go see Avatar 3, that new movie that came out. You're not missing much. Save your money. I saw it, and I didn't feel satisfied at the end. Avatar 3 is what happens when visuals was kind of sort of prioritized over storytelling. So, yeah, it was disappointing. Okay. Oh yeah, there's no Savage because it was not patched in. But yeah, I've heard of Expedition 33, but I don't know. I already saw videos on some of the gameplay, and no. I have more feelings or care with Baldur's Gate 3 characters by comparison. But the good news is besides the gift, thank you, I did finally get the normal rates for this game done. But yeah, Knight, if you wish to play System Shock 2 with me, we can do that and not take it seriously. That's what this remaster is all about. Not just single player, but multiplayer as well. And it can get better with modding through there. So... but yeah, Stellar Blade and Baldur's Gate 3 are the only two games that really stick out to me besides this one and Marvel Rivals so far. Really not many other games there that really stick out. I wish there were more, but I can't think of anything. Okay. But yeah, Knight, it's really good to see you here, man. I think this week I'm finally feeling decent because my head was hurting, or I was just so stressed out. I don't have high blood, but yeah, I just had to take a huge break or just rest, take it easy. When I did manage to go back to work, and when I come home, I just rest. It was that bad. I just passed out. It was really that bad. And yeah, Knight, the world building in this game for this MMO is really good, by the way. And they did improve the draw distance, by the way, when it comes to players, by the way. You can actually see them really far away this time. Whew. And speaking of which, Knight, do you remember that Jump Space game that we played a while back? I looked at the updates that had come out since then, and honestly, I'm not really that impressed. It doesn't sound like they added much to that game that interests me. I don't know. Is that Nier? Yeah, I think that looks like Nier in a way. Well, honestly, yeah. Oh, by the way, the main scenario quest, the main plot of this game, I completed it last week in 3 hours. They basically release batches of story every few months before the next expansion comes out. And so far, the current main story that I did for last week, basically, it's all more backstory with Krill. No, Kryl. I keep mispronouncing that character's name. But that's basically what's been going on. And I think I still got energy for another hour or so. But yeah, I'm just being honest with you, and I don't really find that many games interesting nowadays. There's really not many. But I'll keep that promise that you mentioned to me. Hopefully there's not another notification that came out this time, because really, sometimes it doesn't show at all. All right, let's quickly launch this game and actually see if this runs. Let's see if this runs. I did try to keep a promise on trying to play the game if it gets gifted to me. So, thankfully, this was not too expensive. So, let me just change things up here. Okay, let's see if this game launches. Oh, that's new. Oh yeah, Irrational Games. They're the ones that made this game. Oh yeah, Looking Glass. They no longer exist. Okay. Okay. Nice audio, nice settings, by the way. Sound effects, turn it down. Okay. Oh, there's push to talk. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That is nice. That's nice. Nice, Whoa, this is really cool. You can actually do multiplayer. That's really cool. And you can do join code. Oh, that's awesome. I bet the multiplayer part of this game is flawed, but at least it's optional and it's possible. That's so cool. When it comes to anti-aliasing, yeah, we did that already. Okay, let's see if the game launches. Oh, you can actually have mods in this game. Nice. What is this? What is this? I don't know what these mods are. What are these mods for? I don't know what these mods are. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna do a whole playthrough of this game, but let's see what the opening impression is gonna be with the visuals and all that stuff. But yeah, it's nice.
Look at you, hacker. Pathetic creature of meat and bone, panting and sweating as you run.
I think they redid the I think they redid the visuals here, which is really cool. Yeah, they redid the opening titles here.
In 2072, a rogue artificial intelligence known as Shodan lost her mind. In her limitless imagination, Shodan saw herself as a goddess, destined to inherit the earth. That image was snuffed out by the hacker who created her.
Yep, they redid everything.
February 3rd
Especially
is the
this.
day the magic happens. The Von Braun, the first starship in history capable of traveling at faster than light speed, will undertake her maiden voyage. This incredible journey is the result of teamwork between the UNN Protectorate and the incredible scientific minds at the newly relicensed Tri-Optimum Corporation. Imagine being able to travel to distant star systems in a period of weeks. It's all part of Tri-Op's commitment to the future. The Von Braun is packed with over 1.8 billion flight, scientific, and security systems, nearly all developed by Tri-Optimum and its wholly owned subsidiaries. Providing security for the Von Braun as she plows through the heavens will be the UNN Rickenbacker. At her helm will be no less than Captain William Bedford Diego himself, hero of the Battle of Boston Harbor during the Eastern States Police action. This incredible union of government and corporation is made possible by an intricate series of docking mechanisms that will allow the Rickenbacker to piggyback its way into jump space.
Yep, they redid this entire cutscene and looks
Fast,
much
revolutionary.
I think they had to recreate the 3D models as well.
The cosmos. All we do know is that it's a great day for mankind.
This is Dr. Ruby Delacroix of the UNN Von Braun. We've been hijacked by an unknown force. Ship security has been compromised. Do not allow the ship... Repeat, do not allow the ship to leave under any circumstances. I don't know what we're up against here.
We already know what the problem is in this game, but let's see what kind of let's see what the opening impression is gonna be after this cutscene here.
Welcome to the Ramsey Center UNN recruitment facility. Please watch your step when leaving the train. The grav shafts at the end of the hall will take you to the street-level training and recruitment center. Please proceed to the grav shafts.
Now, honestly, I'm pretty. The visuals are definitely interesting. It does look a lot sharper.
Step into the grav shafts to proceed to the street-level recruitment center.
Yeah, this is basically the closest thing to civilization on Earth that you'll get. Although the visuals are a whole lot better in System Shock Remake, though. But this was what was done back then. Yeah, you can actually read the text and all that stuff in this game. In this version of the game, unlike before. But yeah, this will be interesting to play with other people. I mean, I've already seen what this game is like through videos and stuff. So, but it can be fun to play with other people, so especially the fact that there's a multiplayer option in this game now. So.
Before you choose your career, you'll want to learn some basic abilities. First, you should go into the Basic Training Center. When you're done with basic training, proceed to the Advanced Training area. To pick up some basic... Welcome, trainee. While you're in our virtual training courses, we provide you with a simulated cyber interface. This training interface is identical to an actual military-grade cyber interface. Now let's try it out. Currently, you should be able to look around freely. That means you're in shoot mode. Now, press the switch mode button. This puts you in use mode, where you can access your inventory and interact with items in the world. You can also access various MFDs, or multifunction display screens, from within use mode. Open up your character MFD by selecting the body icon located at the bottom of your screen, or by cycling to it within use mode. The character MFD displays your strengths and abilities pertaining to different skills. When you're ready to continue, press the switch mode button to go back to shoot mode. Try changing between use and shoot modes until you get the hang of it. You'll be doing this frequently. Now follow the red path along the ground to the next training station. To pick up an item, first highlight it by centering it in your view. A highlighted item will display brackets around it, showing you that it can be picked up. You can then press the Interact button to pick it up, which will automatically place it into your inventory. Open your inventory again by pressing the Switch Mode button. You can organize items in your inventory by grabbing and moving them within the grid. To drop an item, highlight the item and choose Drop from the Actions menu.
Right-click, okay.
To interact with objects like buttons and computers, highlight them by centering them in your view and pressing the Interact button. Similar to items, all usable objects will be highlighted with... The item you see here is a med hypo. Pick it up, then open your inventory by pressing the Switch Mode button. Now try pressing the Use button on the med hypo to restore some of your missing hit points. Your hit points are represented by the... See the crate in front of you? You can search crates and other similar containers for items by highlighting it and pressing the Interact button. One of the most important tools you have as a soldier is your Personal Digital Assistant, or PDA. This device stores audio logs, emails, and other useful information. Visible on your screen. You can open the PDA by selecting the disk icon located at the bottom of your screen. Now it's time to learn about jumping button. Conveniently, your PDA now contains that audio unclear on any aspect.
Gotta love it when people talking at the same time. But yeah, multiplayer is so... Multiplayer is oh, Vault. Comic book panel of a character linked up and everything. Ah, that's nice. The music is still really loud. Need to turn it down even more. But yeah, this game does give you additional pictures of, you know, what this game was like back then. Oh, that's cool. Concept art, nice. Oh yeah, this is the thing everybody sees. Yep. They were busy developing this game all the way to the end. Huh? This is like a treasure trove of stuff that you can look at the game. Whew, this is a lot of stuff. So many pre-release screenshots here. Wow.
Look at you, hacker.
You can actually play the videos. Wow. I don't know how many of these people are still doing games nowadays, but yeah. Oh. I don't know.
Welcome back to the show, Jeff, Kevin, and Mike, Tech Radio. This week, in-game sponsor is WizardNet.
Wow. Some interesting stuff here, you know? But yeah, there's not much to say here, but this is like a treasure trove of information in this game. I haven't even been in the first one yet, but at least this is functional and it works. Awesome. But yeah, I don't think I'll like Claire. It has overwhelmingly positive reviews like Baldur's Gate 3 did, but I don't know. I don't know. If I'm fortunate enough, I'll try to play it for the first hour, but I did see snippets of it and it did not catch my interest. It just did not. So I don't know. Okay, so another thing I was curious about is jump space. I've been thinking about this for like weeks now. I mean, I thought it would have something. It would trump Void Crew, but it did not. It's just the only thing I kind of liked about jump space is that you can do combat in space with a jetpack on your back, but that's it. Game stability. On foot survival mission. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know if this game is. I don't know. I'll launch this game again and see if it sparks my interest. Ooh, pop in. So, apparently we have something new here.
You've got a nice setup here. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Ander Korch, commander of the 3rd Fleet of the Aterian Resistance Coalition. We have been traveling the outer regions for a long time, looking for survivors willing to join our cause. But I have to be honest with you, it's not going as well as we hoped. Most crews we find just want to stay in the shadows, and I don't blame them. In the inner worlds, the machines outnumber us 1,000,000,000 to 1. There's no path to winning this war through brute force alone. But then I saw you have a helmsman corps.
We share the same goal of seeking the Legion's destruction, Commander. As long as that remains true, I will aid the Coalition however I can.
Thank you, Iris. With your intel, we may finally have the edge we need to turn this war around.
I'll begin scanning for fleet operation opportunities immediately. If the Legion has weaknesses to exploit, I'll find them.
This Ander NPC sounds like Master Chief.
Hey there, Ace.
Yep, sounds like Master Chief, but it's not Master Chief.
Nice, you made it. While you were out, I took apart some decommissioned spacesuits and found some augmentation power capacitors. With these, you can augment your spacesuit with any combination of modules you want. If we acquire new spacesuits, I bet we can find cool augmentation modules in those as well. And over time, I can even increase your power capacity. Sounds pretty sweet, huh? Go ahead, try it out. If you squint, the dents are barely even noticeable.
Okay, that works for now.
Hey, happy holidays! You stand before the mighty Winter Zorbach. The question is, have you been naughty or nice this year? Hey, don't worry about it. It's actually me, Boz. As you can see, I've started preparing for the Yule festivities. But it breaks my heart that there are survivors out there that won't receive anything from the Winter Zorbach this year. When you're out on your missions, please see if you can find some Yule presents that we can give away. I got some great stuff for you, my friend.
Okay. All right, what do we have here this time?
Interesting.
Still alive, huh?
Well,
anything new to report?
Glad to see you back in one piece. You fly them, I repair them.
There's nothing to customize. Nope, nothing.
I've marked some opportunities that may be worth exploring.
Artillery support. That is new. Actually, I don't think I've ever done artillery support. But you gotta have other players to play this game, so... I don't know. I don't know if my spark for this game is gonna come back, but I think Void Crew has the slight edge. I mean, this game is trying to build, world building here, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I don't know if this game is more stable now. I have yet to try it. I have yet to try it. I know it's early, like 10 p.m. right now, but I think I'm gonna have to end early because I'm starting to feel sleepy or tired again. And it looks like I'm slowly getting my energy back because my head doesn't hurt as much anymore, but I'm taking it easy. But the good news is I did fulfill the goal that I wanted to do earlier, which was get those normal rates of Final Fantasy down. I'm so happy. I mean, the story was kind of predictable, but I don't mind. I don't regret going through it. I prefer the alpha normal rates from a couple of expansions ago. Those were more interesting. But I do like the creativity and the visuals for those. They did pretty good, and the gameplay mechanics were interesting to counter. So, but anyway, I'm gonna end things earlier. But hey, I got my suit again. And I actually got new pants from overseas because the one before was a little too small. But yeah. Yeah, I know it's early. I usually go on for another hour or so, but I'm starting to get tired here. But I will probably play some games here. Maybe try that jump space or something. I don't know. But I'll play something off screen because I'm starting to have my energy getting drained here. I don't know if I'll be doing any live stuff tomorrow because I have to do something around this time, something important. So if I do happen to come on tomorrow, I'll announce it, obviously. So, but it's good to be back, by the way. And yeah, that Claire Obscure game, I don't think I'm gonna be interested in that. I don't know. I tried to see some gameplay footage or story bits, but I don't feel anything compared to Baldur's Gate 3 or Stellar. Anyway, I'll see you guys either tomorrow or Thursday. It's almost back, and I hope I am not getting weaker when it comes to energy. I hope not, but it's good to be back.